How is it that arguably one of the best Cars Toons Mater Tall Tales shorts not get any diecast releases from Mattel? It makes no sense. I know it was one of the later shorts in the run, but Time Travel Mater came out after it and still got those special edition sets from the Disney parks. Just really wasted opportunity, wasted potential, as I really do believe Mater Private Eye is a phenomenal short. It also just brings a lot to the table in terms of interesting characters. There's a garbage truck. Obviously, you have Big D. You have a lot of cool pitties. And today, we'll be reviewing a custom of Carmen from the nightclub in the show, who ends up giving Mater some intel. We'll dive all into that in just a little bit here, but I want to shout out the customizer, one that has not been featured on the channel before, Wilson Diecast. Thank you very much for putting together a nice Carmen here. I'm pretty sure they had already had it made, and then I kind of jumped in. I was like, I would love one of those. This is a beautiful custom. I have never seen anyone attempt a Carmen custom in the past. I'm sure someone out there has, just never seen it, let alone being for sale here. They have a black and white one coming down the pipeline as well, so you might see that on the channel at some point. But yeah, really excited about this. Let's dive right on in. So Carmen, like I said, nightclub appearance, but also in color at the end of the short in Radiator Springs, as the basically fills the requirement in every Mater's Tall Tale that something needs to happen after Mater's done telling the story to prove to everybody that he might not actually be making it up. And so in this one, it happened to be the Carbacabana. I think that's the carification of Cabana, like the, I don't know, the dance, whatever, and the band. It's all there. Really cool. Again, those pitties with the instruments would be so cool. Someone get on those customs as well. But yeah, big fan. Tough custom to do. Honestly, not fully sure how they put the bouquet headdress here. Like, how did Wilson Diecast actually create this? Was it 3D printed? I would probably assume so. It does look to me maybe 3D printed. It's just super intricate with all the fruits and everything. We'll look at that here in just a moment, but I want to focus on the body. So it is just basically flow. I mean, I think we all kind of know that, kind of goes without saying, but yellow and a little bit more makeup and lipstick here. And you got the eyeliner there, really nice, lots of lipstick. And yeah, instead of the teal and cream color, you get yellow and orange, which is really cool. I like that color combo. The black trim looks really nice. You can see that the wheels are also customized with different hubcaps there to match the show. So you have the white walls that Flow usually has, but with, yeah, just a more eccentric hubcap in there. Very bright. Looks almost like a pretzel with a star in the middle. It's really cool. So yeah, really nice painting here. And then, yes, Carbon, and then the Carbacabana. So basically a abbreviation for that, CRMNCBNA. I don't think that is shown in the show, so that is a creative liberty by Wilson's Diecast. And I think that is a great one. I like that license plate a lot. 8 characters. Actually, that's 9 characters with the space in there. That is not legal in the state here of Illinois. That would not fly. I wish it did for my own sake. But yeah, really nice paint job here. Tough to get the lines and everything, and make sure the orange is, where it should be. And the orange actually, see, extends all the way up almost to the front of the car here, where Flow's patch ends right there. And you can also tell that it's just smooth out. I don't know how, honestly, Wilson Diecast did this, because it's just completely smooth here on the sides, whereas with Flow, you could tell the silver lining, it's raised up. So this panel is almost, yeah, like it's on top of the main body. It is not flat, so I don't know if they sanded it down or something. That is pretty impressive. Huge fan of that. It's like, what the hell? That is just outside of my realm of computing. My brain just cannot compute how that, because sanding down the diecast, that would be tough. I'm sure they'll let me know when this video is over. Hopefully they watch. But yes, let's get on to the headdress here. Really amazing. You kind of have more green toward the bottom, like apples. Obviously, lots of bananas, some grapes, it appears here. Just beautiful, perfectly done. Maybe some limes in there too. Kiwi, perhaps. and then the big pineapple in the center. And yeah, you could feel like it's sturdy. It's on their head good there. It's on the roof. It's secured. Really cool. I could just look at this all day. If this was 3D printed, I can only imagine the work it took to design it within whatever software they're using. Yeah, just beautiful. This is probably why a lot of people don't attempt Carmen, because even though it's just a repaint of Flo, which in theory should be pretty easy, the headrests is where the problem comes in. Like, how do you make this? And yeah, I think they executed it pretty gosh darn well here. This is very impressive. Huge fan of Carmen. And yeah, like I said, first time ever seeing a die-cast representation of this character. Very unique. And even though, I guess maybe not so unique, because it is just a repaint of Flo with a bunch of fruit on their roof. But Mater Private Eye has always gotten the short end of the stick over the years. The Disney Store and Tomica dipped their toes in it a little bit. Obviously, the Disney Store being the probably best, you know, just because they did Big D, one of the coolest characters from the show. I know I reviewed this guy way back in the day on my channel. Really cool. One of the best. I mean, it really could be argued this is the best Disney Store release of all time. You know, they have done some characters that Mattel hasn't done. It's very rare, though. You know, I think like Tank Coat Tractor, they've done some variants like the Midnight Run Lightning McQueen from Cars 3 and Mater with the helmet from Cars 3. It's not often, though, that there are characters they've done that Mattel has not. Big D being the glaring exception to that rule. And yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job with them. It's definitely one of their best ever. Great expression. Big car. And yeah, this guy was in a 2-pack with Lieutenant Lightning McQueen and Mater Private Eye. And if you've noticed lately, the Disney Store has been re-releasing some of their Cars Toons 3-packs. They have done the Heavy Metal Mater one again. They've done the Air Mater one again as well. So I would not be all that surprised if they did this one again. And it always just seems like, you know, the best one that they could re-release, they never do. I really think this would be better than Heavy Metal Mater and Air Mater. Those are cool, don't get me wrong, but I think everyone would love to get a chance again to get some of these cars that no other company made except for Tomica, who did do their version here of Lieutenant Lightning McQueen, which is pretty good. I will give them credit. Nice expression. One of their best works, in my opinion, as well. The expression is really good, unlike all their other expressions that are kind of hit or miss. But yeah, nice logo there for the badge. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we have my custom of Mater Private Eye. Reviewed this guy on the channel a couple years ago. So yeah, kind of full circle moment. Here we are reviewing another Mater Private Eye custom, and it is Carmen. I've always wanted Clyde, the pity that pops out Mater's headlight. Don't think that one would be all that hard to do. We just need to find like a small hat. Obviously kind of like this one, but way smaller for a pity. And yeah, Stinky, the garbage truck, ain't no way. I mean, it's like the same kind of frontal model as Dustin Mellows, but still though, that would be extremely difficult to make. And probably, yeah, I mean, maybe it's possible with 3D printing now and the way, you know, we've gotten, well, we got a Clutch Humboldt from Jave's house. We got Clan Gentle Breeze, those RVs 3D printed. So maybe down the road, we'll see. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Carmen here looks great. Their long lost sister Flo. Maybe it's the other way around. So that's the thing about the Cars Toon shorts. Like, there are always elements that make it seem more dreamy and more made up, because you'll like see, yeah, like a kind of variant of Flo, if you will, multiversal variant. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks to Wilson Diecasts for making this custom. I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye now.